Good day to you my fellow endoskeletons, I'm Kenetor and welcome back for another Starbase progress report. We're on week 4 of 2021 and if you're new here I bring you the latest news and updates of everything Starbase every Monday. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss out. Now let's get to it. Big changes came this week in the form of Asteroid Belt V3. The belt transformed once again, this time into a massive bright blue nebula. I took a few flights through it and it's definitely the best looking and feeling belt yet. But it does look too much like a nebula, rather than an asteroid belt. There seem to be pockets of non-clouded space to weave throughout the belt, but head into one of those clouds and you'll have very little warning of an oncoming asteroid, just like the 2020 trailer. It feels absolutely epic to fly through, and this wasn't the only change either. The belt has been expanded up and down too, and is now 600 kilometers tall, 6 times what it previously was. More on that in a bit. Frozen By also ramped up events and will continue to run them each week. One such event took players into this new belt, either to attack or guard a convoy running between 2 stations. Lots of fun was had and many new ships were brought out, including a huge hollow blimp. Although I'd note players on the attacking side were still camping the convoy on the way to the edge of the safe zone. It's very sad to see a lack of sportsmanship for these events. It's the only time we can really have them. Once early access hits, it's going to be a whole different ballgame, and will be a long while before we see any large scale battles again. Diving into our Lowry quotes of the week, our first is about these events. They want to run at least the convoy once a week, and are building a mission interface for companies to organise convoys without pirates inside the convoy, and on their own as well. More organising features is very welcome, and will be a great addition to the game. Next up we have some updates on some stuff that's in the works. The new inventory tech works now, but still needs work, with the crates being configured next. Larger generators are coming soon, radiation is soon in line for core tech, and gameplay soon after that. And ship designer limits will be changed once all stuff has reached its final form, and the new limits will encourage the use of new and final tech. So this one seems to be a little ways off, and possibly post early access. And now some further details on new features. Lowry tells us the crate update is a massive set of features, since it requires a completely new way to access containers, and it's made nice progress so far. All containers and inventories have custom UIs after that, usually their own movable and scalable window. Lowry also drops that gravity improvement is closing in among other cool moon related stuff. After an upcoming update, ships should be able to properly land on the moon, as a ship slowed to near zero generates a very low hovering effect and prevents a ship from being devoured by the moon. Not only this, collision detection has been vastly improved, but you will still be destroyed if you failed the landing. Jumping back into the belt now, Lowry says the fog, like everything else, is ever improving both visually and gameplay wise. So we will see tweaks coming every now and then. Colour variation is technically possible, but they will have to see what the next steps are. When asked about the extreme height of the belt and the fact it starts like a wall from the edge of the belt, Lowry says the current height is not final, but felt too short a belt would open the obvious route of flying over or under too easily, and he was right on this too. Many people going deeper in easily went over the belt. He also mentioned they can adjust the shape so the origin side doesn't seem that high, which is great that we can expect further tweaks here too. Let me know what you guys think about the new belt in the comments below, and stick around to the end for a new feature video too. Now onto the progress report. The main design features worked on last week were asteroid spawns and material distribution have been configured to fit the new belt height. Easy build mode and testing continues. Module icon and rotation configurations have been tested. New large asteroid LODs have been tested and configured. New device that provides information about ship's durability issues and whether the ship is inside a safe zone has been designed. Design on material scanners has started. This would be used to identify materials within a certain range. Plasma thruster design has been worked on. This will be the new big ship thruster. My only hope here is that they find a way to balance it so it can only be used on bigger ships. Otherwise we're going to see people trying to squeeze these on fighters and have every ship running at 150 meters a second. Design for decommissioning owned spaceship and claiming non-owned spaceships has been made. In station design we have ship despawn area with a 5-second timer has been added to the ship design workshop's insurance terminal at Origin Station. Marketplace has been added to Robo Station. so now people can sell all their lovely loot that they have salvaged. Barricades for cities are being worked on. Now onto the gameplay updates. Broken chairs have been adjusted so they keep ejecting players until there is room to leave them. A fix has been made for not being able to sometimes snap objects to beams that are welded. A fix has been made for not being able to pick up welded beams to inventory, and fixes have been made for the tripod and tripod weapon net syncing. Onto the UI updates now, and we have Station Manager UI design has been worked on. First version of the station blueprint page has been made. Different iterations for the Station Manager player access settings have been worked on, and improvements have been made to sorting and visuals in the CV bank statement. For our designer updates, we have test mode now always starts with magnetic boots off. Weld should no longer interfere with automatic snapping, and a fix has been made for an issue that prevented entering Station Designer on specific stations. For animation this week, work on melee animations continues. A new melee punch effect has been added, and downed animations have been worked on. Player is incapacitated but can still be recovered. Just one point in station art today, we have Planet Beacon has been worked on. Planet Beacon is used to claim a building area from moons and planets. And again, just one for weapon art today as well, a scope model for tripod weapons was created. And lastly, other updates this week are Decalizer and Painter Tool textures have been added. Remote Utility Box has been modelled and textured, and the Device Rack core textures have been fixed. I've got a great little vid for you guys this week with Cody's latest creation, Wolf 2540, Starbase's first submarine. This ship has everything from tiny windows to a full interior with rounded submarine hatch doors. There is a mess hall, torpedo room, respawn room, multiple generator rooms, and the ship itself looks quite maneuverable and even comes with its own siren system. I hope we see several of these at some of the next events, and if you want to see the full video, there's a link in the description as always. Now if you get into closed alpha or already are, be sure to send any funny and awesome clips my way for a chance to be featured on the channel. Feel free to contact me via Discord or come jump on my Discord server, which is also home to my faction, the K-Bots, should you be looking for one to join. As always, please smash that like button, share this video with your friends and faction, leave a comment with any questions you want answers to, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.